Maybe I'm getting old, but have you ever stopped and wondered, of all the new resolutions you've made this year, how many do you actually think you're gonna complete? No, seriously, how many? One of them? Maybe two? Three? All of them? Check this out. According to a study, for every 100 adults that have self-set goals, only 8 actually complete them. To put that into perspective, for every 100 Americans you meet, 7 of them eat McDonald's every day. So I guess you could say that dreams really do come true. Now, we all have goals and aspirations, but not all are promised to actually complete them. I mean, heck, January 10th is known as National Quitters Day. So if quitting is so common, what sets apart that 8% from the rest of the general population? How do you still pursue success when failure is expected? Or simply put, what do you do when you're being doubted by others and by yourself? And it was that question that inspired me to go all in this year, to go big, to go ultra.
Until it's bright out. Oh, just another lonely night. Are you willing to sacrifice your life?
Hey guys, sorry for the interruption. I just want to take a quick second to thank the sponsor of today's video. That's right, it's me. I pay the bills. But seriously guys, I just want to take a quick second to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for liking the videos, watching my videos, subscribing. You know, right now we're at 377 subscribers. That is the most subscribers I've ever had in my life, and I've been making YouTube videos since I was probably in middle school. So if you've been a long time subscriber, thank you so much. And if you are a first time viewer or new subscriber, hi, my name is EJ, and I just love making YouTube videos about life lessons that I've learned or life experiences that I've had, because growing up I never had a younger sibling, and that's something I always really wanted, someone to pass on information to or share my wisdom with, you know, give them a little game. But now I have a YouTube channel and I'm a little older, so I figured that most of my viewers are younger than me. So if you've never had an older brother, or you would really like to have a cool older brother, subscribe to the channel, because, you know, we cool over here. Anyways, thank you again so much, and I hope you enjoy the video. So let's get back to it. So today is October 30th, and that gives us 2 months to prepare for the San Diego Ultramarathon. The clock is ticking. We don't have a lot of time to prepare, but we have enough to make the most out of it. I know that no matter what, I can do this. I have this self-belief that I can do anything I put my mind to. Sometimes you gotta do the hard stuff, and this is gonna set the year off for 2025. Ultra marathon, baby. 50 miles. How many miles? 50. With no time to lose, I sought expert help from my friend JP from NorCal Physiotherapy. He's trained a multitude of professional ultramarathon runners, so I knew I was in good hands. We went over strategy, run technique, and made sure my body was ready to take on a task of this magnitude. However, there was still one burning question I needed an answer to. The average person, going from basically like no running experience to now trying to attempt to run 50 miles in like with 2 months preparation practically. It's like, how feasible is that?
Is it feasible? Yes. Is it going to be really damn hard? Absolutely. I've been part of the medical team at Western States before. You know, I get to chat with these people at the brink of death, essentially. But is there like an underlying like special motivation? They want to do it for their kid, or like, no, not really. It's all about, I just want to see if I can do it. That's exactly why you're doing it. Because you want to see what you can do. Right now, if you were to go into this race, at this moment, you would be coached. If you can, you know, to the best of your ability, train and build yourself, you know, maybe you'll be able to do something that you couldn't do before 2 months prior. So it's possible, but it's going to be really, really hard.
Like they say, nothing worthwhile is ever easy, so I locked in. I stayed on top of my workouts, dialed in my diet, and I started building up mileage every week. Now, some runs were really, really great, but some not so much.
It's raining, but we're still getting in this work, baby.
Just for the 50 miler.
Tuesday afternoon. It's cold, but I'm running 13 miles. We're gonna do it.
and we're gonna do it well. Because that's just who we are, baby. Let's go.
Little did I know that this was only just the beginning.
It's 40 degrees outside, and as you can see, visibility is not visible. But we're still gonna get this 30-mile run in. We're ready. We're warm.
Up until this point, my prep was as smooth as can be. Legs felt great, headspace was good. It seemed like everything from this point on was smooth sailing. However, no road to success is without bumps along the way.
Alright, just when I thought that I fixed the problem and I thought that I wasn't having cramping issues anymore, cramping again.
Despite the pain in my legs, I decided to push on, reminding myself that this pain was not new territory because I ran 8 miles battling off terrible leg cramps in my last marathon. And pain was to be expected when running these kinds of distances. But then the realization crept in. We were at mile 18. I would have to endure this for 32 more miles.
Oh, it happened again. The cramps got me so bad. We're barely halfway and I'm already, like, if I had to keep going another 24 miles or 23 miles, oh my gosh.
So it's been about 5 days since the attempted 30-mile run, which ended up being about 27 miles. I'm not gonna lie, after that run, I really wanted to drop out of the ultramarathon. Actually, I still want to drop out of the ultramarathon. I was giving myself so many excuses and so many reasons. It clouded my brain so much to the point that I thought that quitting while I'm ahead is better than trying and succeeding. In times like this where I'm afraid and I'm not sure exactly what to do, the one thing that I always lean on is my faith. Kind of had a moment where I felt like God was just telling me, you know, don't be afraid. I got you. Isaiah 41:10 says, do not fear anything, for I am with you. Do not be afraid, for I am your God. Everything that I'm worried about right now and everything that I'm just anxious over, I know that I can give it to God and He will get me through this. Anytime that I start to feel like I'm not strong enough, say a little prayer in my head and I tell God, you know, Lord, I'm not strong at this moment. I pray that I can lean on you to give me your strength to get through this. But more importantly, asking to be able to stay true to myself and to stay true to my word, because in the end of the day, that's all I have. So as much as I want to quit, as much as I want to just throw in the towel and say, no, this isn't for me, I'm still gonna go through, I'm still gonna complete it, because that's what I do. That's who I am, and that's who I always will be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to San Diego International Airport.
It's time. It's race day. It's also 3:30 in the morning. About to get some coffee in, about to start hydrating, get electrolytes down, finish up the carbo load. If you're wondering about my eyes, I'll explain in another video. Let's get the morning started. All right, so some keys for the day for me is, number one, hydration. I want to avoid cramping. A lot of times when I start running, especially long distances, I get into that like runner's high really quick, and I just completely negate hydration altogether. So I'm gonna make sure I'm hydrating early, I'm supplementing early, I'm taking my electrolytes early, so that way it builds a foundation for later in the race. Number two, course management. Number three is just push through. That is the goals for the day. Super excited. Super pumped. Let's go. San Diego. We're here for you. Let's go, baby. One more thing I forgot to mention. Some of you might be thinking, oh, how fast do you want to run an ultramarathon? What's a good time for an ultramarathon? Finishing. Finishing is a great time for an ultramarathon. Cutoffs. 14 hours to finish the entire race. We're not really shooting for time.
we're shooting for finish. Let's go! Like the saying goes, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. And lucky for me, I'm running with my brother-in-law Ken, his friends Jeremy and Andrew, and my best friend Darnell.
Officially 1 hour in the ultramarathon. We are 4.85 miles deep and feeling pretty good. Right now we just hit one of the big elevations, so we're walking it up. Vibes are there, legs are feeling good. So we will update in the next hour and we'll see how we're feeling.
Thankfully for us, every 5 miles there was an aid station which had food, water, and snacks to keep us fueled and hydrated throughout the race.
All right, hour 2, 9.5 miles in. We practically got 40 more to go, so we're almost one fifth of the way there. 4 more of those and we have an ultra. Woo! Three hours in, 13.5 miles. So far, I feel like I'm at the cusp of the pain cave, not quite inside yet. So we're just gonna keep on trucking along. 4 hours in, and we are 17 miles deep. Right now we're trying to catch up on time because we are cutting it a little close, but nonetheless, still trucking, still pushing forward. It's 5 hours and 24 minutes into the race, and we are about to come upon the official turnaround point. Touch it, hand. Boom. We officially made it to the turnaround point.
With nearly half of the race completed, our spirits were high, knowing that with every step we took, the finish grew closer and closer. Though we started to feel fatigued, we continued to push through, fueled by the desire to finish and energized by the cheers of our friends and our families. We were ready to tackle the rest of this ultra. But little did we know the challenges that laid just ahead.
Mile 25. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how much further I can really go. I'm trying to push through. I'm really trying. My body just hurts. To be honest, I'm really hitting a low right now.
The pain became almost unbearable. With every step I took, it felt like the wind was getting knocked out of me. Shattered glass between my ligaments, my feet, cement blocks. They say that life is a constant battle and you can't win them all. That it's wise to pick your fights, choosing to live another day, promising the vitality of the next. And that day, decisions had to be made.
Really? It's really turning on.
Here we go. Have a great rest
You don't want to warm up for now? Yeah, 7 miles is a while. I'll wait for EJ. I know. Love you, man. Thanks.
I've always said that when it comes to making choices, there are 3 kinds of people. Those who think what's right, those who think what's wrong, and those who are just crazy enough to find out.
No sleep till!
I almost decided I was gonna DNF, but then I said, no, we're not giving up. Life is gonna have a lot of circumstances where you're gonna want to quit, but this is not one of those. Today's not that day.
When you push hard enough, when you feel like your back's against the wall, and there's no way of going up, it's in that moment you really find out who you are.
There's EJ. He's winning.
It's not over, baby. It's not over yet. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
Bro, 15 more. Let's go. Come on.
Y'all can't do.
Go. The only person taking me out is God himself. If he strikes me with thunder on lightning on the way back, then I'm done. I'm DNFing. Otherwise, I'm crawling over that finish line. Then tonight, I'm tattooing Roman numeral 50 on my forehead.
40's right here.
So how do you battle doubt? What sets apart the 8%? It took 50 miles of running to realize this, but we've actually been asking the wrong question this entire time. It's not about how people complete goals. It's about why they complete them. The path to success doesn't take a turn onto easy street. Things can get tough and things will get tough. However, you'll never question what you're doing if you know why you're doing it. For me, my why was accountability, because I want to be known for being a man of my word. And when I say I'm finishing a race, I'm finishing that race. So find your why this year, because who knows, maybe you'll run 50 miles too.
Tell me.
Hey, after this, 2 Five Guy burgers. I want 10 guys inside of me.
I've been locked up way too long.